Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am thrilled to kick off the first session of our four-part holiday readiness series. Our goal is to help you turn this holiday season into your brand's biggest success story yet. We'll start by focusing on building the bedrock, data strength and product feeds, which is the essential foundation for everything that we're going to cover through September. Our next webinars will focus on AI campaign setup and target alignment, building demand during holiday, and finally, winning peak season. Today, we are zooming in on two absolute powerhouses, data strength and product feeds. Think of them as your engine and your fuel. When they work together, your discoverability and ROI skyrocket. I'm Greg McCalligan, and I'm joined by two of Google's absolute brightest stars in the commerce space. First, we have Anna Gomez-Flor, our regional product lead for data strength. She's going to show you how to turn your data into a power this season. And we have Javon Campbell, our expert on AI performance solutions, here to help you navigate the future of AI-driven sales. We've got a packed agenda, so let's jump right in and get your brand ready for its biggest holiday season yet. Over to you, Anna.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm a regional product lead covering data strength, which is the first major pillar for holiday readiness. Today, we are focusing on three key solutions: Google Tag Gateway, Data Manager, and conversions with cart data. So what exactly do we mean by data strength? It is the comprehensive data setup that ensures Google AI has the signals it needs to achieve the best return for your business. Think of it as the fuel for the AI engine. The higher the quality of the fuel, the better the performance of your campaigns. This is so critical right now because the privacy landscape has continued to evolve rapidly, and signal loss is a reality across the industry. Between Safari's link tracking protection, the growing adoption of ad blockers, and the restriction of third-party cookies, traditional measurement is facing headwinds. In fact, browsers like Safari and Firefox already account for over 21% of global traffic. To navigate this, we need a new approach, and that starts with Google Tag Gateway. Now, traditionally, the Google Tag runs from a third-party domain like googletagmanager.com. Google Tag Gateway is a feature that allows you to serve Google scripts directly from your own server, like the name of your website.com. This shifts your measurement from a third-party context to a first-party context, ensuring more durable and reliable signal collection. So why should you care about implementing? It comes down to three things. First, performance uplift. You maximize your return on ad spend by giving the bidding algorithm the data that it needs to drive success. Second, privacy by default. With confidential computing, you get added security and control over how your data is collected. And third, setup flexibility. There are different ways to implement Gateway to offer you flexibility on how this update gets applied to your site, including some automated options to enable within the UI directly and forego tagging or coding changes depending on your website. From a performance standpoint, this tagging update is meant to complement your existing infrastructure across all your Google website client-side tags, including GA4 analytics tags and floodlights. On average, advertisers adopting Google Tag Gateway see a 14% increase in account-wide conversions. And if you are running demand gen campaigns to drive action across YouTube, Discover, and Gmail, that uplift jumps to an impressive 20%. More conversions means more data for the AI to find your next best customer. We know that not everyone's websites are built the same, so we have partnered with major platforms to make your options as flexible as possible. If your website uses content delivery networks such as Cloudflare, Akamai, and also Fastly and Google Cloud, all those platforms include both automated and manual paths for making this update. For all other CDN platforms, there are resources for how to implement this change. For server-side Google Tag Manager, if you are maintaining client-side tags, Gateway is a foundational and necessary best practice to ensure your tags are properly loading via first-party context. And across content management platforms like Webflow, there are integrations to help easily scale the Gateway update across supported websites. Feel free to reach out to your Google account team to get more guidance and support with implementing this update. Moving on to our second solution, Data Manager. Collecting the signals is just the first step. We also need to simplify how we connect and merge those signals across Google platforms. Data Manager is our new unified solution to bring all your data sources, signals, and destination platforms into one place. Data Manager makes building your data strength easier and more effective than ever. By integrating various sources, whether it's CRM data, offline conversions, or third-party signals, you maximize data quality and drive better campaign performance. Just like Google Tag Gateway, it delivers improved performance, privacy by default through confidential computing, and a simplified setup process. Advertisers are already seeing great results. For example, Paylocity drove a massive 62% increase in conversion value by uploading their offline data and using enhanced conversions for leads via Data Manager. ZO5 Global reduced their data integration efforts by 80%, saving their teams 10 hours a week. For any audience data you have in-house, adopting customer match with smart bidding drives a 20% increase in conversions per dollar. We see benefits like this across the board, and the use cases are endless across the different types of data connections supported through Data Manager, just by better using data to drive results. Finally, let's talk about conversions with cart data. With standard conversion tracking, it tells you that a user made a purchase and the total revenue, say, is $60. But by augmenting that with basket-level data, like price, quantity, and product ID, you unlock exactly what items were sold. This gives you much deeper insights to understand your best sellers and optimize your campaigns effectively, while also automatically deduping for conversions based on order ID or transaction ID. Altogether, Google Tag Gateway, Data Manager, conversions with cart data, they all help strengthen the foundation of your account to drive better cost efficiency and incremental performance across all the moments that matter for your business. Now, let's move on to product feeds.
Thanks, Hannah. And hello, everyone. My name is Javon Campbell. Next, I'm going to take us through another foundational source of success, Merchant Center and product feeds. Stay tuned, because your product feed is essentially the heartbeat of your e-commerce success, and getting it right can make a huge difference in your performance. Let's take a quick look at our agenda for today. We're breaking this down into two main parts. First, we'll talk about why feed health actually matters, especially with some of the massive shifts in e-commerce right now. Then for part two, we'll get into the weeds with actionable Merchant Center and feed best practices that you can apply to your accounts right away. So let's jump right into part one. Why does feed health matter? To put it simply, feed attributes are absolutely critical in influencing the shopping ad auction. Merchants who take the time to build robust feed attributes can actually drive traffic at a lower cost, even if their competitors are bidding higher. By adding high-quality data, like your product title, description, material, size, color, weight, and GTIN, you are directly helping your product listings perform better in the auctions. And it's not just about standard shopping ads anymore. Product feeds are the backbone of all of your shopping ads. The success of your Performance Max, video, and display formats all rely entirely on the quality of your product feed. A healthy feed powers your ads across shopping, Gmail, YouTube, Discover, Display, and even Maps. Looking ahead, the importance of your feed is only going to grow, because feeds are becoming the foundational data layer for agentic commerce. The way people shop is fundamentally changing. Shoppers are moving away from simple keyword searches and are leaning into conversational, multi-turn interactions with AI to find exactly what they want. Agentic commerce collapses the gap between discovery and decision. The beauty here is that by integrating quickly, you can get to amplify your ecosystem and leverage massive AI-powered reach without having to rebuild your existing systems. You maintain control over product placement using your feeds and bids, and most importantly, Google drives that qualified demand directly to your store. Because of this shift, your feed attributes are going to help you show up in totally new and exciting ways. We're moving from very specific queries to longer, more conversational searches. And all of these new AI shopping modes are powered directly by the information in your feeds. Right now, Merchant Center is truly becoming the central engine for the critical inputs that power our new Google Agentic Retail pilots. This data powers agent-friendly native checkouts in AI mode in Gemini, enables personalized chats between shoppers and brands on search, and fuels personalized promotions. It all relies on the Universal Commerce Protocol and your feed attributes to influence these AI results. So, how do we prepare for tomorrow? It comes down to 4 main pillars. AI content. Prepare your SEO, craft helpful content, and enrich your feed with high-quality images, rich titles, and all your differentiators like promotions and return policies. Also, be sure to claim your business profile to highlight your brand voice. AI data. Use your first-party data by upgrading your tag and data manager and implementing conversions with cart data. AI performance. Activate AI-powered campaigns like AI Max, Performance Max, and Demand Gen to capture highly considered shoppers. And lastly, AI infrastructure. Upgrade to the Merchant API for real-time inventory, especially if you're migrating from the Content API, and explore the Universal Commerce Protocol, open source on GitHub. All right, that covers the why. Now let's talk about how to actually get this done. Our first major goal here is to maximize the number of offers you submit and get approved. You want to send timely, complete, and accurate product data. And there's a few ways to do this. If you use a third-party platform like Shopify, WooCommerce, or BigCommerce, you can automatically import your feed by connecting it to Merchant Center. If you manage things manually, we recommend a scheduled fetch of an XML file stored on your site. If you have millions of products or if your prices change 4 or more times a day, you absolutely need to be using a programmatic integration via the Merchant API. And if you operate in the EEA through a CSS, make sure you align with them on their feed management process. Pro tip, try to update your product data right after a price or availability change on your site. The best time for scheduled refresh is in the middle of the night when your traffic is lowest. This next point is huge. Your products will only be successful as the website they're leading to. You must maintain perfect consistency between your feed and your landing page. Only link to the domain that you verified in Merchant Center. Also, ensure that the page loads quickly with minimal pop-ups and make sure our bots can crawl it. The product featured in your feed must be the most prominent thing on the landing page. And your price, currency, language, and availability all need to perfectly match. If you offer multiple prices, the advertised price must be the most prominent on the page. We highly recommend enabling automatic item updates and implementing schema.org structured data to help ensure this consistency. When things do go wrong, where do you look? For product level issues, review the top 3 product issues in your dashboard and select Show All Fixes to see item level warnings and disapprovals. To prioritize your fixes, use the click potential to see which issues have the biggest business impact based on historical performance. Pay attention to the status column. If a product says limited, it's showing, but missing out on full visibility. If it says not approved, it's not showing at all. For account level issues, just toggle over to the Need Attention tab under Products and view your setup and policy issues. Once you've made your corrections, you can click I fixed the issue to trigger a courtesy review. All right, here are some of the most common hiccups we see. Start with landing page issues. Make sure your mobile and desktop pages are available and avoid too many redirects so our bots can crawl them. Price mismatches. Update your product data immediately after updating your landing page so the prices match perfectly. Images, never use images with promotional overlays or watermarks and keep them on a clean background. G10 issues. It is actually better to leave a G10 blank than to submit a fake or incorrect one. So remember that next time you see the errors popping up in your Merchant Center account. For shipping, we always recommend providing the minimum payable shipping cost for home delivery. If you can't calculate it perfectly, it's totally fine to overestimate a bit. Now for the fun part. Let's talk about how to optimize your feed to increase your impressions and click-through rates. We look at product basics like titles, descriptions, and G10s, images like high-quality white backgrounds and lifestyle shots, fulfillment details like free shipping and return policy, and differentiators like product ratings and sale price. Let's break these down a little bit. Start with titles. Your title is incredibly important. You want to provide a unique title for each product variant utilizing all of your available characters, up to the 150 maximum. Put your most important attributes, like your brand name, as long as you have a strong brand name, right at the beginning, because usually 70 characters or fewer will actually show on the screen. So include relevant attributes like color, size, and gender, and weave in high-value search terms. Just remember, no promotional text And the best practice here is to make sure that the title is greater than 30 characters. For descriptions, the more specific you are, the easier it is for a shopper to verify they found the right product. You have up to 5,000 characters here, but you want to put the most critical details in the first 160 to 500 characters. A few policy pitfalls to avoid, though. No promotional text like free shipping, and avoid excessive all caps. Don't include URLs in your description, and definitely do not use competitor comparisons. Best practice is to aim for description longer than 500 characters. Next up are G10s, or global trade item numbers. As I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a G10, leave it blank. A fake G10 will lead to disapprovals. So if you manufacture custom products, white label products, or homemade goods, just leave the G10 blank. Assign your store name as the brand and use your unique SKU as the MPN. When it comes to visuals, a mix of clear professional shots and lifestyle imagery is best. Aim for high quality images that are ideally 1500 by 1500 pixels. We recommend using the lifestyle image link attribute to show your products in a real world context and providing at least 3 additional images to show different angles. Also, check out Product Studio in Merchant Center. It offers awesome free AI tools to generate scenes and increase your image resolution. Don't overlook your shipping settings. Transparent shipping details reduce cart abandonment. So set your base shipping at the account level, but then use feed attributes to override settings for specific products if you need to. Highlighting free shipping and showing exact shipping speeds can actually increase your conversion rates by 2% each. You can also add carriers like FedEx or UPS to automatically calculate delivery times. Return policy. Just like shipping, transparent return details give customers confidence. In fact, merchants who clearly communicate their return policies see a 3% increase in average order size and conversion value. Let shoppers know your return window. If you offer free returns, if there are in-store return options, and be sure to outline any exceptions like final sale items. Social proof is massive. So adding product ratings, that 1 to 5 star system, helps shoppers feel secure. Listings with star ratings often see a 5% increase in click-through rates. And here's a great bonus. Adding these key feed health signals improves your ads quality score, which can lead to a 4 to 17% increase in ad spend efficiency. If you're running a sale, make sure to stand out with sale badges and strike-throughs. Use the sale price attribute for the discounted cost and send the original cost in the standard price attribute. This badge appears if the sale price represents a 5 to 90% discount off the lowest price from the last 30 days. And the sale price hasn't changed for more than those 30 days. Finally, enhance your discovery with product types and highlights. For product type, submit your full breadcrumb category string like home, women, dresses to help Google match user queries. For product highlights, submit 2 to 100 short, scannable bullet points detailing key features. Though 4 to 6 is the sweet spot, keep these professional and use sentence case and avoid any promotional text or gimmicky formatting. All right, that wraps up our playbook on feed health. Thank you all so much for joining. If there's something here that resonated with you, we recommend reaching out to your account team to request a personalized Commerce Force scorecard and request a merchant excellence report to get a deep dive into how your feed aligns with the best practices I've discussed here today. Thanks, everyone.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much, Anna and Javon. Really appreciate the insights and recommendations. Everyone, I am back to wrap things up. We clearly covered a lot of ground today across 2 critical pillars for your holiday readiness: data strength and product feeds. First, on data strength, remember that high quality, privacy-first data is the foundation of your success. By implementing Google Tag Gateway and Data Manager, you're not just preparing for privacy changes, you're directly improving your ROI and giving Google AI the best possible inputs. And don't forget to turn on conversions with cart data to unlock that critical basket level insight. Second, on product feeds, your feed is the backbone of everything that you do in shopping and AI campaigns. Rich, accurate attributes aren't just nice to haves anymore. They are the key to unlocking agentic commerce and showing up in new experiences like AI mode. So here are your next steps. For data strength, work with your teams to get Tag Gateway and Data Manager in place and turn on conversions with cart data. For product feeds, review the quick start checklist we shared. Focus on your titles, descriptions, and images, and ensure you're sharing all differentiators like shipping and returns. And most importantly, reach out to your Google account team. Ask them for specific feed health reports so you can prioritize your optimizations. And they can provide you with the GMC playbook and other resources that we discussed here today. That's all for today, but please don't forget to sign up for our upcoming webinars. We'll focus on AI campaign setup and target alignment, building demand during holiday, and finally, winning the peak season. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you a fantastic and successful holiday season.